So what do we have here? Looks kind of odd having a pot lid here. So this is Kim Victoria. Hi. And I saw on an older Treasure Books video where she made a doily book, but I didn't actually look at the video. I just went, well, I'm using doilies in this yellow and lace project, so I think I'll make some. But, I just thought I'd throw out a few ideas. Now, I like to use a compass. This is a fun compass I found in a thrift store. But if you don't have a compass, you could use just about anything. So I went and I got a pot lid out, and it's pretty straightforward. You could use any, bowls or anything at all to cut a circle to size, right? Whoops. I didn't quite get that one. Oh, but that's okay. You know why that's okay? Because say I just cut out half of that. Now I'm going to use these scalloped scissors because I want to have a lacy edge. You could also tear it. I've certainly seen that done. Make sure you rotate the scissors so that the scallop is the direction you want, whether it's, yeah. So you want to check and make sure that scallop is in the direction you want. So I'm going to cut on the inside of that line. So I got just a little faint line there. You can't really see it in the video, but I wanted to show that, if I only had like a couple of little sketchy bits, I'm going to be folding this in half anyway. So let me just go ahead and do that. I also want to make sure that my full size is going to fit on a page, and it does. Okay, so now I'm going to go back in there and just finish cutting out my circle. All right, I'd like to have an interim as well. So again, I could go looking for another pot lid, or I could look for, oh, a large container lid or something like that. But I can just gauge it. So I know this one is generally out here, and I want it in between, and I can erase this line. So I want it somewhere in the middle here. And of course I'm just kind of eyeballing it and going like, all right, I'm just going to divide those two distances in half. Can you see that? So the idea here is I want something between this size and this size so that I have, a couple of pages, and that would work fine. I could also go ahead and inscribe a line. But you know what? That looks, it doesn't have to be perfect, right? So again, I'm making sure I'm holding it in the correct direction. And now I'm doing both sheets of paper at the same time. So that's kind of a fun little doily book. I plan on making 2 of them for this project, but I'd like to have a little more differentiation. So I'm going to erase that line. All right. I want to differentiate the different layers on here. So to do that, I was experimenting a little bit with a couple of my inks. So I have some Memento here, and what I did with that is I was brushing some color on the back side. But that didn't give me much difference. It's like it's just too different, too samey. And I want something a little more different. So that's where I was just scooching in from the side a little bit of this. It's a little more orange. I'm just using the inks I have. My goodness, there's so many wonderful colors out there, but I simply couldn't get them all. That's just not possible right now. So I'm using what I have. So now if I fold that in half, Oh yeah, see? Isn't that nice? Yeah. Okay. That looks good. I'm going to do that with this one, and then I'm going to edge these two as well, and I'll be right back. So here it is, just put together. I think that looks nice. Well, let's get this out of the way. And that'll make a really cute little doily book for the side of a page. And I can just paper clip it on, but I want to join this. And maybe I put some sort of motif over the middle. Let's see, I hadn't planned for that, but I think probably what I'll do is just staple this. I could just do two little stitches. Okay, let me think about that and I'll come back. So here's what I decided. I am going to use just a little bit of embroidery floss and do a couple of stitches and just keep the flair of this project going with the pretty aspect. But I realized what I want to do is know where this is. So I moved this from outside to inside, and I'm making sure that it's centered. And I'm going to poke the holes from the inside. All right, because then I can see where to go with that. And then line it up. Right, easier said than done. Okay. I'll just feed it on one page at a time since it seems to have slipped. There we go. All right. Now we've got things lined up. Good, good, good. It's just a little thing, but it's a nice little thing. There we go. Well, I certainly don't have to pull hard. I could have left myself a little more length so that it was easier to tie a bow, but I think I've got it. There we go. Yes. All right. Okay. So this will be, here's a little sample page. This will be rather cute. I'll find a better paper clip, but isn't that pretty? I think that's going to fit in really well with the theme of this journal. So this is just a little quickie that I wanted to put together. I'm going to do a series of these little quick ideas, and I thought this would be really, really nice for this journal I'm working on. All right. Well, I hope that was interesting. Thank you so much for watching, and take care and see you in the next video.